So in this video I'm talking about how to do a hover key card. I wasn't able to do it in my last tutorial, my last video, because we're dealing with we're dealing with the Z-axis here in 3D. And in my other video when I showed you how to do the hover, it was using the 2D method. 2D only deals with the X and Y coordinates. Here we're dealing with X, Y, and Z for 3D. So it uses a different method using the Z-axis to make it go up and down in the air. So I was only able to make it go top to bottom on the ground. So the way you can achieve this effect is just to animate the card. So in the texture sprints, I have the key card and I animated it by just going into the image, copying it several times. This image, edit, copy and paste, and then you go use the selector to drag it to do the animation. Alright, so that, and it moves fast here, but I can slow it down. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so in the object card key, I put a var in here, and I got that from the control tab, and just say image underscore speed, value is 0.2, so that will slow down the animation of the card, so it will go up and down in the air slower. And you don't need these walls anymore because it's not going from top to bottom on the ground, so it should stay right in its place by animating from top to bottom in the air. And I'll show you that. And then I'll show you how I did the sliding door from top to bottom. See, it's going from top to bottom. It stays in its spot. Able to collect it. And let me show you the door real quick, and then I'll explain that. So the doors can go from top to bottom. Alright, so that's how you do the animated key. Now let me talk about the sliding door. So the sliding door, of course, you have to gotta have the placeholder. So when you grab the key, you gain a placeholder around your character, so when the placeholder hits the door, it opens up. I've already talked about that. So with the sliding door, same kind of concept in a way. Go to your backgrounds, and you have several doors here. So the first door is labeled animated door 2. So what I did was I just took the regular door, and I just basically saved this out. Save this out to my desktop, and I cut the top off. And like I said, I just used the lasso tool. I used this lasso tool here, selected the whole thing, and I dragged it up so it only shows half the door. So that's animated door 2. Then with animated door 3, it shows even less of the door. Moved it up, of course. Same width and height. Then animated door 4 is nothing there, so I just went into the opacity here and turned it down to 0. Got rid of the door completely. Same height and width. Alright, and then in the sliding door, in the crate, I made direction solid, speed 0, so you can't go through the door. Then this is all the same. This is pretty much just making sure that the door is up at an angle so it looks like a door. Its face, it's up at a, you know, straight up. So it looks like a door, of course. It's not laying flat on the ground, it's angled up. Then I have alarm. So after 3 milliseconds, alarm 0 can kick in. Then I'm going to change the first door, which was texture door, which was the regular door they have to cut out of the window. And it's going to change to the animated door 2. Same information here. So, like I told you before, animated door 2 means that it's the part of the door is cut off at the bottom, and it's going straight up. So you show the image, you show part of the door going up. Then after an alarm 1's going to kick in at 3 milliseconds, and then it's going to show less of the door, animated door 3. Then alarm 2 is going to kick in at 3 milliseconds, and then it's going to be completely the opacity. The door that I talked about, that there's nothing there, the opacity is 0, so there's no image of the door at all. But then you also have to have a set of gravity of 10, direction 0, set it to relative. That way it gets rid of the door completely, because if you just do animated door 4 and make the opacity 0, yes, there's an opening there for you to go through, but you don't actually go through it. You're stuck there. It's like the door is solid, but you don't see no image of the door, but you still can't go through. It's open, but you can't go through because the door is still there, but it's just invisible and it's solid. So you got to make sure to destroy it pretty much. And then I tried to use the destroy in the main 1 tab and the position 1 too. It didn't get rid of the door, so you have to use the gravity to get rid of it. So it actually physically gets rid of the door by going straight down to the ground, set it to relative. So 10 will make it go really quick, so that way you can, once you open it, you can go right through it. You don't have to wait. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. And like I said, the door is set to wall basics, so that means that the door is going to be solid and all that stuff, so you can't go through it. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do the floating card and the sliding door going up to the ceiling. And if you wanted to go the other direction, go down to the floor, then you would just, like I said, you would just basically cut this and make it go down instead of going up. So just cut the images from going from top to make it go to the bottom, and you can have the door going down instead of going up. Same concept. Alright, thanks for watching.